and pain and sorrow when we depart life. Among the heaviest burdens is up to be regret. Newland. Go to college, graduate high school, take my dad to my college's football games, travel to Europe with my sister, host Thanksgiving dinner, get my master's degree, live on my own. Newland was referring to the regret we feel when we die. It's this grand sensation of regret and sadness, disappointment, when we realize that we haven't done everything that we wanted to do in our lives, or that we did do something and it didn't necessarily come out the way we wanted it to be. I composed a bucket list for myself. This bucket list has consisted of small and big events in my life. All of these things are within my control to do, and if I don't do them, I strongly believe that I will die with regret. But that was the way that I was thinking about it, where in the timeline of my head, everything was going according to plan. Everything was perfectly good, everything was going great. What I didn't account for were the instances in which not everything was going to be fine. How can I regret not doing something if I had missed, because I missed an opportunity? I can't miss an opportunity that I wasn't given. That's what regret is. Regret is missing opportunities. So society has you to believe that if you don't check off every single little box on your bucket list, that you're a failure, that you didn't do this, you missed it. But it's not necessarily true, because you can't miss something if you weren't granted the opportunity to. So it would be as if you are across the hall and you want to talk to that boy, and you just don't. If you just don't talk to that boy, that's regretful. You didn't see what that could have done for you. But also, if you do talk to the boy and he ends up being a bad influence, that can be regretful too. But if the boy just wasn't there, you can't regret that. So there are so many things to going into regret that not everyone sees. So when I was writing my bucket list, I had a quote my mom always used to tell me. She would always say, "The world is filled with many problems, but only one of them has no solution." The problem she's referring to is death. Death is the only thing that you can't come back from. And because of that, that means everything else has a solution. If you want to do something, you can do it. If you did something that you weren't proud of, if you did something that needs a different outcome than what it had, you can change that as well. Because regret can also help you. Regret is a helpful thing because it lets you change yourself and become a better person.